Sai Ram. I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of my Guru, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Sai Ram to all of you. Guru Poornima is a festival that does not come on the same day every year. For instance, in 2021, this year, the Guru Poornima is on the 24th of July. But it wasn't so in 2020 or 2019 or 2018. And that is why it is very interesting that as I prayed to Swami for a relevant theme and topic to speak about on this wonderful occasion, I happened to land on Swami's discourse during Guru Poornima in the year 1964. You know what's very interesting? In 1964 as well, the Guru Poornima was on the 24th of July. That is what thrilled me, and I began to read that discourse. What struck me the most in that discourse was an incident that Swami narrated, starting by saying that this happened when I was there in my previous form, which is Shirdi Baba. So Swami narrates this beautiful incident wherein at Shirdi there was this lady by name Radhabai. Radhabai was so intent on spiritual progress that she did not want anything else in this world. The only thing that she sought was spiritual growth, an ideal sadhaka. And so she wanted a mantra, and she kept pleading to Shirdi Baba to grant her a mantra. Days passed, weeks passed, but Shirdi Baba didn't seem to be giving her a mantra at all. She was disappointed but not discouraged. She decided to multiply her efforts and win Baba's grace. One thing that she started was a fast. She decided that she would fast. She would not take any food nor drink water till she gets the mantra. And if death comes before that, so be it. That was her determination. Swami says that spiritual growth is something that is beyond the mind. It comes with mind control. In order to achieve control over the mind, don't trouble your body. Fasting is good once in a while in order to have control over yourself, that you don't be a slave to your tongue. But if it's going to weaken your body, then Swami says you won't be able to do any sadhana. A weak body cannot do sadhana. A sound mind in a sound body, it is said, right? So therefore it is our responsibility and duty to nourish the body as well. That's why Swami would discourage fasting. He would say on Monday, because it is Somavar, you will do fast for Somashekara, which is Lord Shiva. On Mangalvar, Tuesday, you will do a fast for Hanuman. On Wednesday for another deity. On Thursday for Swami. During the weekend, you are weakened. That will not help in sadhana. So now what happens is, Radhabai is fasting because she wants the mantra. Now Shyama goes to Shirdi Baba and says, Baba, please do something. That woman, she will die. He also goes to Radhabai and tells her, please give up this. If something happens to you, bad name will come to Baba. We love Baba so much. But neither is Baba willing to yield and give the mantra. Neither is Radhabai willing to yield and give up her fast. Finally, Shyama somehow makes Radhabai come up to Baba. 3 days of fasting is over. Baba just asks Radhabai, what do you want? She says, I want a mantra. Then he says, go and ask any guru for the mantra. She says, I know no other guru. You are my guru. Then Baba asks her, do you know who is a guru? And Radhabai, though she is weak, she says, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru is verily the creator, Brahma, the sustainer, Vishnu, the destroyer, Shiva. Guru is Parabrahman, and therefore I offer my salutations to the Guru. Then Shirdi Baba says, you say Guru is all this, you say Guru is everything. then take the name of the Guru itself as the mantra. It will be done. What greater mantra than the name of your Guru when you have the faith that Guru is everything? Radhabai agrees, and that's how she gets her mantra, which is her own Guru's name. And she was able to do this because she had faith. Complete faith. It was like a revelation for her. Arey, Baba told me, why do you want a mantra when your Guru's name is available? Yes. Sai Ram. Sai Ram is the best mantra. Some of you may say, the other day you were talking about Gayatri mantra being the most supreme. Is Gayatri mantra better or Sai Gayatri better? Is Sai Ram better? Swami would always say, for anything to happen, for the electricity to flow, you need a positive terminal and a negative terminal. And when they two come together, there's an electric flow. So too, Swami would say, for grace of God to flow, you have God, the positive terminal, and the negative terminal, that is human effort. Both have to come together. And then the grace will flow. What is that negative terminal? The negative terminal is our effort, our faith. So if we have faith in Sai Ram, it will work. If you have faith in Jai Hanuman, it will work. If it is Gayatri mantra, it will work. It is not so much so about the mantra, but also about our faith and effort with that mantra. In that same discourse in 1964, on the 24th of July, Swami goes on to say that once you have got the Guru, realize how blessed you are. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. People say Guru is God. Dear brothers and sisters, we are so lucky that we have got God as our Guru. Having got that, Swami says, all you need to do is to follow the command and ensure that you don't get distracted away from your Guru. Avoid anything and everything that takes you away from your Guru. If there is anything that comes, it might be a relationship, it might be a job, it might be anything. If it is taking you away from your Guru, give that up. Anything that we do in life, it must take us closer to the Guru. It must make our faith in the Guru grow. If we do that, Swami promises that you need not even seek liberation. Everything will be granted to you at the right time in the most perfect manner. We need not even strive for moksha or liberation. But then we might again wonder, what about day-to-day life then? We have to live in the world, right? Will the Guru feed me? Will the Guru clothe me? Will the Guru take care of my family? Swami says in that same discourse, please refer to that discourse in the Sathya Sai Speaks, the 24th of July 1964. Swami says that I will give you not just anna but amrita. I will not just give you food but the divine nectar of immortality. I will not just give you money, I will give you everything that you need. But to win such grace of the Guru, there are two prerequisites. One, of course, is our faith, Shraddha, as Shirdi Baba would say. And the second, again as Shirdi Baba would say, Saburi. Saburi is patience or perseverance. It's easy to have faith when things are going fine, when things are going as per our plan, as per how we wish. But as Swami would say in his discourses, the smallest misfortune strikes you, you take down all the pictures of Swami in your home and say, Swami is not doing anything. I have waited for so long. How long have you waited? I have waited for 10 weeks. I have waited for 10 months. We have our own definitions of what is a long wait. That is why I thought I will narrate the story of brother Harish. Harish graduated from Swami's college in 1986. And the life experience of his that he narrated brought tears in my eyes, because it showed me what is the meaning of faith, what is the meaning of Saburi or patience and perseverance. Harish graduated in 1986. In the summer of 1991, He was also among the various volunteers at Brindavan, Swami's ashram in Whitefield, Bangalore. He was doing the Sevadal duties. He had followed in the footsteps of his father, who was also a Sevadal there. Something interesting happened on that day. Swami was blessing all the devotees, and as he reached one person, that person got up and said, "Swami, my daughter has reached marriageable age. Please, you should find a worthy groom for her." Swami told, "Sit down, sit down," made him sit. Swami walked ahead towards the other devotees. And there was Harish's father, who got up and said, "Swami, my son has reached marriageable age. Please, you must do something." Swami said, "Huh? Your son has reached marriageable age? Yes, don't worry. Wait. Call that person." That's how Harish's match was fixed. And in October 1991, the marriage happened. A few months after the marriage, in 1992, when Harish and his wife had gone for a routine checkup in the Sri Sathya Sai General Hospital at Whitefield, Dr. Savitri Amma, a great legend who spearheaded Swami's General Hospital for several decades, she did the checkup and then she called Harish aside and told him, "See, there is something that I must tell you. Your wife has a highly atrophied uterus." Meaning the uterus has shrunken so much. This means that there is no chance of she being able to conceive a baby. So kindly break this news gently to her, because it will be very hard on her when she gets to know that. But I thought you should know this. When Harish got to know this, he went and first confided this to his parents. He told them that, this is the case. You can never be grandparents. That's what the doctor says. Just imagine what would happen when somebody discovers this. There would often be friction between the husband and wife. It would be like, "How did you not tell me that this is there before?" But then the parents or Harish took it as Swami's will. What surrender! They said, "See, if Swami has chosen this match, it is for a reason. It is a perfect match. That's it. Just leave it." Such was their surrender that, can you believe it, they did not even tell the wife that this is a problem. So now years passed, 1992, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. You know what happens after marriage? The next questions that come are, when is the good news? That is the way in India they ask. They give you 2 years for you to get settled after your wedding. And after that, whether you're the groom or the bride, doesn't matter. Everybody will come and tell, "When is the good news? When is the good news?" Meaning, shamelessly they're asking you, when will you be a father or a mother? When will your child come? This is such a common practice in India, and it can turn embarrassing, but many of us have got used to the fact that, be ready, 2 years after marriage, these questions are going to come up. When these questions started coming up and years passed, Radha, that is Harish's wife's name, Radha's parents took Radha for a checkup, and then they discovered this. They discovered the fact that it was an atrophied uterus and a chance for a child was almost nil. Then they came back with a heavy heart and confided this to Harish and his parents, saying that our daughter is not going to conceive. And they were like, "Yes, we know." "You know and you didn't tell us?" It was like, "Auntie ji, what is the use of telling? What would have happened? What could you have done? There's nothing that we can do. It's fine. It's Swami's will." Wow. What surrender and what faith. It was so inspiring to hear this. But then what happened is, so many people told Harish that, "Hey, every year you do seva in Vrindavan. Every year Swami is giving you Pad Namaskar. Tell this to Swami. Tell this problem to Swami. Swami will solve it." But Harish was like, "Why should I tell? Swami knows everything. Knowing this only, Swami has done this for a reason. It's okay." That is the kind of confidence, faith and surrender we need to have at our Guru. Instead of that, what do? At the slightest problem, we question our Guru. "Swami, what are you doing? You're not listening to my prayers. Have you become deaf? I don't know. I have done everything right. Something's wrong with you." Swami would say in his discourses that once Tyagaraja cried out like this, saying, "Rama, what is this? Is there a problem in my bhakti or some problem in your shakti? I don't think there's any problem in my bhakti. My devotion is pristine. You must have become weak. But then Swami says, later on he himself overcame that sorrow and realized, oh my God, what a fool I have been. Kapivarati Datuna. Can a monkey cross an ocean, Rama, if you didn't have Shakti? Will the goddess of wealth serve you at your lotus feet if you didn't have power? No, Rama, your Shakti is amazing. My bhakti only something is lacking. This is not some kind of consolation we tell ourselves. Swami keeps telling us that we are divine. Whether we accept it or not, we are divine. It's like gravity. There is gravity. Even if you don't believe in gravity, when you step off the building, you're going to crash to the floor. That's it. Gravity won't tell, hey, this person, no, he doesn't believe in me. So when he steps off a building, let him fly. No. That's why having faith and Shraddha and Saburi is good for our own self. God doesn't ask us for Shraddha and Saburi because it's good for Him. He doesn't need it. We need it. Else we turn to cursing ourselves. We fill ourselves with negativity and negative thoughts and start going down and blame God. God is hardly affected. We are affected. For our own good, we need Shraddha and Saburi. And Harish was an epitome of that. But because everybody kept telling him in 1998, he thought, okay, if I get an opportunity, I'll tell Swami. And when Swami was giving Pad Namaskar, his brother-in-law happened to be beside him. He kept prodding him. Hey, tell Swami, tell Swami, tell Swami, tell Swami. Before he could tell, he was wondering how to tell. He was feeling very embarrassed. There were others there. He was possibly the only married person there. And how to tell all this to Swami in front of everyone? Swami himself turned and asked, what? What is it? He wanted to go to Swami's ear and whisper. And Swami tells him, I know it has been 7 years and 3 months. Don't worry, I will give. When we talk to Swami, when Swami talks to us, when Swami asks us where you came from, what's your name, where is your father, he is not doing information seeking. It's not that he's asking us because he doesn't know. He's doing it so that we get an opportunity to interact with him. That's all. Because Swami knows everything. He knows everything. He knows when to do, what to do, how to do. Because he knows why to do. For our emancipation, for our divine journey. And Swami told Harish that don't worry, I will give. Harish was extremely overjoyed. He went back home. He told his wife, Swami has promised he will give. Everybody became happy, cheerful. Harish was also happy. But then 1999, 2000, nothing is happening at all. Yes, Swami said he will give. He didn't tell when he will give, but how long to wait? People are aging, time is passing. In fact, once or twice, Swami himself joked while walking for darshan. Swami is saying, see him? I'm going to give him a child. A couple of years later, others would point out to Swami and say, Swami, you have told you'll give him a child. Please, Swami, fast, it's been so much, so late, We do this. We pray to Swami, Swami, please see how that person is suffering. Swami, do something. See, we pray out of empathy because we are moved by the suffering of the other person, it's okay. But in that, if there is a tinge of a foolish assumption that I know better, when I say, Swami, tomorrow solve this problem, we can maybe pray that, Swami, that person is so much in trouble and it pains my heart, Swami. Swami, I'm thinking of you and I'm thinking of that person. Be with him, Swami. Let his or her love for you keep growing, Swami. That's all I pray. Because what else can I ask? If I ask anything, I'm assuming that I know better than Swami. So there were people who told, Swami, do something for Harish, please. Yes, they did it with good intention. We also do it with good intention, but let us remember that, let us never forget that Swami knows everything. The specifics, we leave it to Swami. Swami, this is troubling me. That's all. Specifics, he knows. What to do, he knows. I don't want to be foolish enough to advise him what to do. 2001, 2002, 2003. It's been 12 years after their marriage and they're without issue. That is when Radha asked Harish, do you think we should adopt? That is possibly what Swami meant. I want a child. let's adopt. A mother's longing for a child, it is inbuilt. It is inbuilt. It is divinely inbuilt. It is biologically inbuilt. The completion that a mother feels with the child. So Harish understood that. He said, yes, let us adopt. Whether we give birth to a child, adopt a child, whatever, a child is a child. It's all Lord's will. It can't happen without. Whether it's a Kamaputra or a Kamaputri, or a Premaputra or a Premaputri, it is all the Lord's will. Kama means born out of desire, Prema means out of love. Yes, when we adopt, it's a Premaputra. Nothing can happen without His will. So Harish accepted that, and they went and located a child that they would like to adopt. But then Harish said, let me just inform this to Swami, because Swami has said he will give. So that year when Swami had come to Vrindavan in the summer, during the Padnamaskar time, it would usually be Harish who would approach Swami and say, Swami, all of us are waiting, please grant Padnamaskar. But that year, Swami avoids Harish, doesn't look at him at all. Evidently, he is upset with him. And Swami goes and is interacting with the other Sevadal members, other devotees. Harish is wondering what happened. He goes to Swami and Swami says, in a kind of irritation, you don't talk to me. No faith at all, no faith at all. No faith at all. And then Swami tells him, tell your wife that if Sai Baba says something, it will happen. Tell her to have patience. 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. 2008. Dear brothers and sisters, that's like 17 years they have waited. And today in retrospect, when I look back, I realized that 2008 was the last ever time that Swami visited Vrindavan. After that, he never came to Vrindavan physically. Swami definitely knew that, because that year, Swami looks at Harish and tells him, hey, I told you I will give you a child, right? Next year I will give you. Finally a date is there, Next year, not a date, at least some time period zone is given. Harish goes and conveys this to Radha and his parents, in-laws. Swami has said he will give a child next year. 2009 is a year that is welcomed by the family with great anticipation, joy and excitement. But then January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Christmas comes, Christ is born, no child for Harish. 2009 is over, and then begins 2010. And Harish's response is, okay, Swami's will, Swami knows what it is. I don't understand, we'll just leave it at that. 2010 happened to be the 85th year of Advent for Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. So world over, multiple celebrations and festivities were planned, not just for the 23rd of November, which is the birthday, but for the whole year leading up to 23rd of November. So in Bangalore, they decided that they would hold 85 Rudra Parayana sessions where people gather and chant the Rudram. And they decided to do this in 85 different homes for the 85th birthday. One among those homes selected was Harish's home. So sometime in February 2010, they had this Rudram chanting going on at home. And as this Rudram chanting was going on, somebody came and whispered to Harish's ear that, hey, your wife has collapsed. She has fainted. Harish was taken aback. Oh, what happened? Don't know. She has just collapsed. Dr. Savitramma is there taking care of her. Now Harish was relieved. Dr. Savitri Amma, as I had said, she was in the general hospital. So she had also come to attend that function at his home, and she was there. So Harish felt that no problem, she is in safe hands, let me complete this. So the Rudram chanting was completed, and at the end of it, when he met the doctor, she told him, Harish, take good care of your wife. Don't allow her to do anything in the kitchen, let her take rest. What happened, doctor? Is she fine? Congratulations, Harish. You're going to be a father. She's 2.5 months pregnant. 2.5 months pregnant, which means she has conceived in December of 2009, exactly as per Swami's words. That's how in the September of 2010, she gave birth to a son. 18 years after marriage, a woman who was told that you will not be able to conceive, conceived. And the beautiful thing is, the same doctor who had told that this is a shrunken and atrophied uterus that can never bear a child was the doctor who came with the news that your wife is pregnant. That is the grace of the Guru. That is the glory of the Guru. That is the will of the Guru. That is the miracle that the Guru can do in a trice when the right time comes, when the Guru decides. We have been very, very blessed in this lifetime to have achieved the Satguru, to have obtained the Lord Himself as our Guru. Let us hold on to the feet of our dear Swami. Never let go of it. Like a teacher once told me, even if Swami kicks you, don't let go of his feet. Let's just hold on to his feet. And as he himself said in that discourse in 1964, let us follow his words and ensure that nothing in life distracts us away from him. If we do that with Shraddha, with Saburi, with faith and with patience, everything that we need for this life and for any other lifetimes after this, Swami will take care. It's not me saying this. It's his own promise. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.